Hey, it's Buzz's Retirement Garage, and it's a really rainy day today here in Cleveland, Ohio. I got my copy of the Costco Connection. So it's a magazine that's put out by Costco, obviously. And this month's edition talked about easy auto buying through the Costco Auto Program. And I'm here to talk to you about that program. I bought two cars from the Costco Auto Program. And let me tell you how this worked. Back then, this was 2016, and then I bought another new car. I bought my first new car, I should say second new car in 2016. And then I went and bought a similar car from the same dealership, just an upgraded model in 2018. And I'll tell you why. But anyway, I did use the Costco Auto Program. Since I'm a member of Costco, I happened to see a sign one day at Costco talking about it, or in this magazine or somewhere, and I saw this thing about this Costco Auto Program, and I thought, well, I'm in the market for a new car. Let me see what this is all about. So I got online, and I figured out at the time they were telling you what dealerships were part of their program. Now, again, this was 2016 and 2018, before the 2020 issues that we had. So I went to a dealer, and what's nice about this program is they have to give you a set price. So let's say you're going to go look for I'll just use today's language as far as models, Ford Maverick. Now, I didn't buy Ford, but let's just say that's something I wanted to get, was a Ford Maverick. This past couple years, I was kind of looking at those. It's a pickup truck, small pickup truck. But if you wanted to get a Ford Maverick pickup truck, you would go into the dealer. Now, it has to be an authorized dealer. And in 2016, they opened a white book. You know, it just had an old notebook with a typed in sheet, and it basically said, here's your price for that vehicle. So you want a Ford Maverick XL, Lariat, whatever the model was, here's the price. There's no negotiation, that's the price. Now, the last dealership that I thought did that was the Saturn dealerships. When they were around, there was some kind of no haggle pricing. So that's what kind of got me with this Costco program, is there's no haggle pricing. And what's good about that? Well, one, you don't have to, screw around with the dealership and the salesperson that you're talking to and play that little cat and mouse game that we're all probably familiar with. So the guy put out the paper and he said, this is the price. And this was in 2016. And I said, well, that's okay, great. So I wrote that down, and then I went to two other dealerships. And at this time, I didn't have a trade-in. So I went to two other dealerships, and I tried to get their prices, not telling them, of course, that I have a Costco price. And the Costco price definitely was a better price than the other two dealerships. So I ended up buying, it was actually 0% financing, and I ended up buying this car. Costco will give you the incentives, the dealer incentives. The dealers will allow their program to still include dealership incentives, or the different things they give you for a veteran, or whatever their catch is. They'll still allow you to have that. So I thought that was pretty cool, and so I got 0% financing, and I think I did 4 years on that vehicle, 4 or 5 years, I don't remember. So I bought that vehicle, and everything went great. Well, then in 2018, I happened to pull up. Now, I've got 100,000 miles on this vehicle, right? So I happened to pull up to a pizza place, and next door was a building at night that was closed, and the reflection from the pane of glass to my headlights, I noticed that on my 2016 vehicle, which was, this was in 2018, it had 100,000, close to 100,000 miles on it. I noticed that the LED lights on the side, that had a little rim of lights, was out. And I saw the reflection, and I'm like, LEDs are not supposed to go out. This is stupid. You know, and I'm just getting crazy about this thing. So I went to the dealer. Now in 2018, I go to the dealer, same dealer, to get my oil changed and tires rotated. And I'm outside, just looking at the cars while I'm waiting at the dealership. And a salesman comes up to me, and he says, you know, what are you looking for? Da da da. I said, well, I'm just getting an oil change, tire rotation. I said, but I'll tell you what. And on the spur of the moment, I tell the salesman, I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm really annoyed by this LED light situation. I really am. I tell you what. Oh, and let me tell you something else, real quick. To fix those lights was going to cost $1,120. There was nothing at the junkyard, nothing at the boneyard that I could pull out and replace. A new set was going to be $1,100. Now maybe I could work with the manufacturer and try to get a lower price, but I was so miffed by it. And it wasn't a big deal. It was just the sides of the headlight, you know, next to the headlight, and it's not like a critical safety issue or anything. But I knew I could have got probably a deal from the manufacturer. But instead of that, I went to the salesman and I said, look, it's going to cost me $1,100 to fix this light. And I'll tell you what you do for me. I want this model, and I told him the model I was looking for. And I said, since they're in the Costco program, I said, get me this model, get me the pricing. I need you to get me a good price on this vehicle I have in your garage right now, getting the oil change. So you have to give me a good trade-in number. And normally you're supposed to sell them yourself on the side because dealers never give you a good trade-in number. And I said, I don't want to be, I know I'm going to be upside down on my loan, but I don't want to be that far off. So I want it to be a good deal. And I want 0% financing. Now remember, this is 2018, so there were still a lot of car lots out there that were offering 0% or 1.9 or whatever. So he goes, okay, let me check. So they get my car done. They take it down to the next building where they have a used car area, and they were doing an appraisal right there on the spot. He comes back with a number in his hand, and he says, I'm going to give you this amount for it, which was $500 less than what I owed. So I said, wow, okay, to me, that wasn't too bad. So I said, okay, let's get a price. So now there's no white book with the typed in sheet, but there was, you know, he goes on the computer. And he goes, okay, here's this VIN number, and it's for the model that you're asking for, and here's the price. So I write down the price, and I said, I'm going to tell you what, if this is a good price, you know, I'm going to come back and I'm going to buy this car from you within 2 days. So I drove out to Akron, and I drove out to Kent in Ohio, and I looked at the same two dealerships that were not Costco approved, but I looked at what they were trying to sell them for, and of course I had my my other vehicle, and I wanted an appraisal on that. Well, they pulled all the normal dealer tactics, you know, they held my keys and they played this game, but whatever. And they weren't even close. They were not even close to this Costco program. So my point of this whole story is, if you're going to buy a used vehicle, certified used vehicle or new vehicle, to me, this was a good program. Now, again, my last interaction with them was 2018. I don't know what's changed since then. The COVID really screwed everything up. There's no cars anywhere. Prices, everybody knows the story. Prices are crazy. So I don't know what's changed, but I did call them today, and they're not gonna, you have to go on the website and you have to punch in what vehicle you're looking for, and then it'll tell you the dealer. So I called, and I called the Costco 1-800 line, and I said, why don't you just give me a list of authorized dealers? Give me the Ford, give me the GM, give me the Toyota, give me the whoever, and then I'll just go to those lots and look around. Well, that's not the way the program works any longer. So you have to punch in through their CostcoAuto.com. You have to punch in the vehicle that you're looking for, and then it'll direct you to that dealer for that model. Now, that dealer may also have other models that are on the Costco program, and other vehicles they may not. So she told me out over the phone, if there's a vehicle that you're looking for, let's say I go to Ford dealer down the street looking for the Ford Maverick. That one's under the program. But I happen to see something else there, a different type of car, and that's not on the program. You have to punch that in, and it'll give you another dealer. So it's car specific, I guess, is what she's telling me. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But what's really nice about it, and we'll end it with this, is you can go in there, at least get a base price of something, and then you have the confidence of knowing that this is the number that the other dealers should try to beat. And it, for two vehicles that I bought, that number was absolutely terrific. So I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars in savings. In one case, I think it was $1,400. So it might be worth to look into. They also, and I did not know this, they also said in this program that they have pre-owned vehicles as well as recreational vehicles. In many markets like fifth wheels, travel trailers, class A, B, and C motorhomes, and truck campers. I did not know that. So if you're looking for a camper, instead of going to Camping World or whatever, wherever you go, punch in the CostcoAuto.com. Yes, you have to be a member, but you can put in what RV or camper you're looking for, and it's going to tell you the dealer, and again, they have to give you the price, and then use that to go shop around. This is, to me, this is a great service. This at least gives you a starting point to look for a vehicle, whether it be new, certified, pre-owned, or in this case, like I just explained, camper or truck camper or whatever you're looking for. So anyway, back in the garage, Buzz's Retirement Garage. If you have any questions or anything I could answer, I can give you some phone numbers, or I can give you the website again. But it might be worth you to get a Costco membership if you're looking for a car. Take care. Bye.